Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jennifer Sofi Camila. I'm from Group 8, and here I will be explaining what is the main issues of Venice tourist problem. Venice has problem managing its overflowing tourists, where 3/4 of tourists in Venice only stay for 24 hours, which follows the same routes and views but produce huge crowds. 1,000 local residents has left Venice due to the increasingly high cost of living and the impact of the large number of tourists. The impact of the migration of local residents means that tourist attraction lose their authenticity, making it feels like Venice is no longer part of Italy. This problem is also supported by cruise ships that come and go right on the seafront of the city of Venice, where the tourists will go directly to the attraction so that the Venice tourist area becomes full and crowded. Apart from that, too high a density of cruise ship visits also result in environmental damage. With this damage, UNESCO threatened that Venice could be blacklisted as a World Heritage Site. This threat led campaigns to keep Venice clean and respectful, and also advised tourists to visit less popular cities than Venice, as well as trying to ensure that tourists don't just visit San Marco Square. Another effort is to impose high fines on tourists, such as a $240 fine for panicking on the bridge and a $120 fine for littering. Thank you. That's all for the main issues about the Venice tourist problem.
So what I found on in the video entitled Anti-Tourism Sentiment Grows in Overcrowded Venice, the triggering aspect that I observed from that is that with almost 20 million visitors coming from around the world to Venice every year, and the majority of whom only stay in Venice is only for 24 hours. In addition, because many tourists make housing prices in Venice soar, so natives find it difficult to find a place to live for themselves. And furthermore, a lot of environmental damage occurs due to cruise ships and non-compliance of tourists to dispose of garbage in its place. So, with these things that trigger anti-tourism sentiment grows in local Venice residents.
So, what is the instrumental movement, or what has Venice done in reduce tourists in their cities? One of them is they make a campaign to enjoy and respect Venezia. They encourage the tourists to visit less popular attractions, and also they make a various kind of poster and put everywhere to remind the tourists. For the cruise ship, they agree to reroute or make a different route for decrease the damage. Thank you.
Who participated in this movement? Well, people of Venice who were born and raised are doing actions to help reduce tourists as much as they can, but not making them go away, rather than rerouting them to a less crowded tourist spot. They are also being helped by UNESCO, and UNESCO are even threatening to blacklist the tourist spot known as the World Heritage Spot. The people of Venice also making a rule for tourists where if they litter or they stand too long in one spot, they are fined. Thank you.
So this public sentiment against tourism in Venice gives impact to the reputation damage for Venice as a tourist destination city due to the tension between the resident and tourist, which leads to a decrease in the number of tourists and a loss of tourism revenue. And that is the negative impact, but somehow this conflict brings positive change as the government then helps to reduce the overcrowd by issuing policies like limiting the number of a day tourists by requiring ticket reservation for them, with the aim to make the city less crowded and more livable for its residents.